Good evening, everyone. Alice here from Safi Financial Network. Today is November 18th, 2022. Here is the S&P 500 monthly chart. And as you see here, on months of November so far is a bullish month, but this could be, I would say, this month or early next month would be very decisive moment for the market. If market would like to break through this bearish trend line almost for a year now, or 11 months a year, or it's going to get back to prevailing trend line, which is bearish momentum to the downside and testing new lows, which I think that's going to be the scenario for the next 6 months. We are still in the bear market, and as long as we are below this SMA 20 on monthly chart, which is very important, just it's been flattened for almost a month, almost 3 months. So that would be very decisive moment for the market. So when we are below this line, this SMA 20, so we are in bear market. So there is no buying signal for now, at least for long term. So again, look at this. This is a 2008, and uh, when we see prices coming down, S&P coming down, test this SMA 20. As long as we are below this SMA 20, this is a capitulation phase. And to be honest, I'm just looking for this one. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same scale, something like this, or 2, 3 candles, and that would be it. But that would be very ugly sell-off. And the previous one as well. So this is a 2001, 2002. When we established or when we stay here below SMA 20 for a couple months, traders or investors are getting exhausted and getting just fatigued by being ugly, and they sell. And when they start sell, market is testing new lows one after each other, like every 2, 3 months or every 5 to 6 months. We'll see this is a capitulation phase as well. At the last phase of the bear market, we see a capitulation phase. So that means market is selling off but bouncing back up sharply. Market selling off, bouncing back up sharply. Look at the shadows down there. But we don't see something like this right now. So still, even in 2020, so that's the capitulation phase. So we don't see something like this so far. So we need to see market is coming down sharply, wide range bar, and then coming back up sharply like this. So that would be a capitulation phase. So we haven't seen 2, 3 candles at the bottom. So because that one would be the bottom of the market. So probably that's going to happen next year, at least first half of the next year. That would be a capitulation phase. Here's the stochastic bull reversal monthly chart, but momentum is kind of falling. Like momentum is below 50%, which is pretty ugly for the market. In the other cases, when we see something like this, momentum is sharply coming back up when we are in bull market. But in this case, still we are kind of like a juggling and flirting around this 50% and also piercing through below 50%. It doesn't come up like sharply. So we need to, this is a 2008. So when it comes down, just bounce back up, but capitulation phase happen after that. Then uh, allow the market is coming back up or momentum coming back up. So right now we are kind of like a W pattern in a momentum wise in very supportive area for the RSI. So this area is very important for the monthly chart. When we get back to test this low, I believe that's going to be the beginning of the capitulation, and we should see a sharp sell-off in candles coming down. All right, so moving on to weekly chart. So this is a weekly chart. Weekly chart, very interesting. Clear downtrend coming down and probably 4111 to 4193. So that would be next 2, 3 weeks. I would say next week or so, we can see, even if we get there, I'm not sure. Because this week was kind of like a red doji after marvelous move last week to the upside. So this week was kind of not following through. So at the best case scenario, we should say it doesn't follow through. And when we are getting at the top of this I would say a bear trend. So we get something like this. So look at that. This is a doji followed through to the downside. Marvelous move to the upside, but down tick next week. And then follow through for the down tick a week after. So this week is very important. And probably if we get even above this, still we are not breaking through. So just because we get another move to the upside, that's going to be a very, very important week for us just because fast line stochastic is getting to the overbought. Just a slow line, it needs to get there as well. So if it gets there, that would be perfect selling signal for the S&P 500. So every single time when we get to this area, when we get a stochastic to the overbought in weekly chart, so that would be a nice selling signal, especially when MACD is showing us like a strength enough to get to the upside. So this is the maximum power for the MACD to get there, and RSI momentum, as you see, it is dead. So we are at this pivotal point. So these ones are the top, these ones are the top. So again, we are getting to, everything is getting ready to the top. So just that's a matter of time, a week or two, so we can get probably to the downside. Probably this December wouldn't be bullish seasonally, as always it's been the case for last 12, 13 years. Okay, moving on to daily chart. So this is a daily chart, and stochastic again in daily chart is showing us a bear reversal happening. So that is very important. When you get dual time frame bear reversal in weekly and daily, that would be great confirmation if you want to just set up your trade based on that. Just because you have a bigger time frame is telling you that the bears are getting into control and having control. So that's very important for your trade. So this is a daily chart, and daily chart we are getting to this area, very, very important resistance area, and 4011. We just pierced once, twice test, and then coming down. So today was an uptick a bit. It was interesting. Nasdaq was kind of like a bearish, but S&P just went up. Here's the outside bar consolidation. This is not a good pattern of strength, just because we are getting above this flag, but it doesn't move above nicely. So it's just the momentum, stretching the momentum from the previous week. So here is another bullish consolidation. I thought we will get to another spike to the upside, hitting this trend line and then coming back down. But market just smashed, slaughtered in 3 sessions, went down, failed this bullish consolidation. This is the line that you see market reacted very, very nicely, even bounce back up, sharply sell off, back up, sharply sell off. So this area is very, very important for the market. If we break through to the upside, probably testing the August pivot, August 17, 16 pivot would be the case. Still, we wouldn't be in a bull market. We just stay in the bear market as long as we are below this pivot and as long as we are below this trend line in a daily chart as well. So just be careful on that one. Next week is very, very important. And also, if you're coming down, probably a 38.25 would be the level for a bounce. So that's going to be a sharp bounce. We are coming to this nice price action area. This is a nice trend line. So with this is a short-term bull trend with an prevailing bearish trend line. So that would be a supportive area for the market as well. So just be careful. If we get down there next week, so probably you will see a bounce. Or if we get breaking through to the downside, so that would be very, very ugly. I'm not sure if it's going to happen next week because we don't have any news next week. Probably market is going to be choppy and sloppy for next 2-3 weeks until we get to the Federal Reserve session. So that would be a decisive moment, especially the guideline for the 2023, which would be tough year, I believe. It's going to be tough year for everyone. Um, and it could be a challenging but rewarding as well. Okay, I think I covered everything. Let me just double check my list here. This is a fear and greed index sentiment. I just want to pull out this one as well. So as you see, we are in a 62% people are in greedy. Like this is a nice gauge. So when we are getting to the greed and extreme greed in uptrend, within the downtrend, within the prevailing downtrend, so that would be good selling opportunity. Still, we are in greed, so we closed greed, and that would be good just because it seems like people still are hopeful for breaking through to the upside. And this one is nice one. So this is AII sentiment survey, which is closing every Wednesday. So it's not updated Thursday and Friday just because Wednesday by Wednesday they're gonna update it. But as you see here, 33% are bullish, 40% is getting back to the bear side. So neutral people are getting less and less. Seems like there are two camps. There are two strong camps there, bull case and bear case. So bull 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 case, they're just relying on the seasonality, bullish time for the market, and also they think that we nailed the bottom, but I don't think so. I think bear side for the next 6 months would be the safe side, but after 6 months, like after March to July, probably we get to the bull side slowly, just because I think market would have enough capitulation by that time. So yeah, so that's the sentiment I want to cover. It's very important if we check out weekly sentiment of the market to see where are we at. All right, so I think I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good weekend. See you on the chart. Bye bye.